You know what? I feel like I have a good message this evening. And you know what? The Lord God gave it to me. I feel like He did. Anyway, stop making your child live the dream that you did not fulfill in life. And so many parents do this. So many parents say, well, my mom and dad wanted me to play piano, so therefore I want you to play piano. Or my mom and dad wanted me to play baseball, and I didn't play baseball, so therefore I want you to play baseball. Basically, you're living your dream to your child. I want to say, stop it, stop it, stop it, because you're not doing your child any good. You're making your child grow bitter towards you. You are. You're making your child bitter towards you. You're making your child resent you, actually. And I know a lot of folks don't believe what I'm saying to be true, but it is. It is very true. It's very true. I believe it to be very true. You know, Parents, stop making your kid live your dream. And I just feel like when you stop doing that, it's going to bring your child such freedom. Such freedom to be themselves and not to be like you. And I'm not saying that your children shouldn't be like you, but what I'm saying is this. I think so oftentimes parents try to say, well, I did this, or I wanted to do this, therefore I want you to do this. Stop making them do that. You're making them resent you. You're making them resent you. You know that? And you can pray and pray and pray and pray for your child. It's like, I don't understand why my child's rebellious. I don't understand why this and why that. Did you ever stop to think that you're not listening? Did you ever stop to think that you're the one not listening to them? You always want them to listen to you. You always want them to obey you, but yet you won't listen to their ideas and their creativity. Because you refuse to do that, because you are set in your ways and you want things like this and this and this and this and this and this. Well, that's fine for you, but don't make your kid do that. That's fine for you, but don't make your kid do that. Don't mold your kid. Let your kid mold themselves. And what I mean by that is their own interest. What are they interested in? And what have you? What are they interested in? What are their interests? Moms and dads, enjoy their interests. Don't make them go to piano lessons if they don't want to go. Stop dragging your kid to baseball if he doesn't like baseball. Because you know what? Let him be a kid. Let him be a kid. Man, I really feel this right now. Let him be a kid. Because parents that don't let their kids be kids when they're older, then they try to run around. Their marriages don't survive because they're not ready to be an adult when it's time to be an adult. You've got to let them season properly. If you don't let them season properly, they're going to grow up to be bitter adults and actually not able to function in society because they're so bitter, they're so cynical because of what you've done to them. What you've done. The activities you force them to be in. Don't force your child to be in any activity. You say it's good for them. It's good for you. You're trying to fulfill your dream. Stop it. That's not good. It's not good. It's like I'm just trying to make them to be well-rounded. They should experience. They should experience this. Well, you know what? I agree with that to a certain point. But if they absolutely loathe it, stop dragging them to that place. Stop dragging them to that activity. I'm serious. I mean it. Because you keep doing that, and your child will get further and further away from you. your child will get more bitter and bitter and bitter and bitter and bitter, and you want to be taken care of when you're old. If you make your child bitter towards you, forget it. Forget it. You say you're being mean to me. No, I'm not being mean. I think parents need correction. We always say children need to be corrected. Well, some of you parents need to be corrected too. You do too. You need to be corrected. You do. Yes, you're an authority over them. I agree. But don't drag them to an activity they don't like. Moms, I want to talk to you for a second. Stop dragging your daughter to recitals, which she absolutely hates. Now, if she loves recitals, and she's followed in your dream, and followed in your footsteps, that's great. That's wonderful. And, if your child has followed naturally in your footsteps, and wants to be in baseball, and has that desire to play baseball, or your daughter has the desire to be in recital or whatever, if they desire that, great, that's wonderful. But when it comes to making them, don't. When it comes to forcing them, don't. If it falls in line naturally, then do it, but don't force them. Because if you force them, they will become bitter, cynical, and rebellious. And it's like, some of you parents may be saying right now, I don't understand why my kid's rebellious. Like I said before, are you listening to them? Are you listening to them? Are you making them do something they don't want to do? Are you making them do something they don't want to do? And I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about, the type of things of eating your Brussels sprouts and doing those type of things, but I'm talking about dragging them to activities, dragging them to recitals, dragging them to sporting events where they do not want to be. It's like, oh, well, we have to impress, we have to impress this one, and we have to impress that one. Yeah, we have to impress this couple. We have to impress that couple. Stop all that. Stop with your prideful selfishness. Because I'm going to call you down on it. You're prideful and you're selfish. You're prideful and you're selfish. If you're only doing it to gain your own influence, then that's for you, and that's selfish. That's a selfish motive, and you're to be corrected on it. It's a selfish motive. Well, I gotta get influence. Blah blah blah. Well, I gotta impress this one. I gotta impress that one. I gotta drag my kid to this blah 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 blah. Because I like the influence. Yeah, you may like the influence, but all the while your kid's suffering. You want that for your kid? No. I don't. And I'm sure you don't either. And basically what I'm trying to say after I said all this is let your kid live their own dream. I've seen it so many times where parents force their kids into their own dreams. Into their unfulfilled dreams. It's like, well, my mother made me play piano, so therefore I'm going to make Susie play piano. If Susie doesn't want to play piano, she doesn't have to play piano. Every kid is different. If piano's not natural, then you don't. If she just goes to practice and the whole 9 yards and fights all the way through and just everything like that, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. And I know some parents probably don't like this, but you know what? You need it. It's something desperately needed. it's something desperately needed right there. It is. And I know we get excited. I know that I do. But I'm just so compassionate. I'm just so passionate because I don't want your kid growing up bitter. I don't want your kid growing up cynical. I want your kid growing up liking you, not the opposite. I want your kid growing up to like you and to be nice and whatever. So anyway, thank you very much and have a nice day and bye bye.